Have you ever wanted to record your favorite moments and then have them play back in real time? Well then, my friends, you're in the right spot. This is Mimic, the advanced player replay recorder. An incredibly cool mod, and I want to thank the creator for suggesting it and, of course, well, making it. I also do want to thank Milzap for also suggesting it in my Discord, and it pretty much does exactly what I just said. You can hold down the context button, which is C by default, go over to the left and click on Mimic, which is off screen for you guys, but you'll see it, and then you'll get this awesome menu. Now, it's very important that you do play this in 2-player or some kind of multiplayer mode. Simply go into Start New Game, make sure that you have the player set to 2 or more, and then you will be good. But don't worry if you didn't do that. The add-on will let you know when you do try to open up this menu. Alright, now thankfully, this add-on is incredibly simple, even though there's a lot of settings here. I know it could be kind of daunting. We do also have keybinds for the specific commands that we can use, but I'm just going to go ahead and open up the menu because it's pretty simple enough, but these are nice, and I do believe you could rebind them. Yes, of course. So, start your record. Everything you do now is going to be recorded. So you could shoot, you could jump, you could, I think, even spawn stuff. Honestly, I've not even really properly tested this that much. I did a few test runs, but not really a lot. And then once you are satisfied with your replay, simply go ahead, either press the keybind, which is F8 by default, or hold C and then stop record. Now, hold on. We're not ready to see it yet. We have to save it. So do save, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just name this, just type it walking. There we go. Now that it's saved, we could see everything we've done. Go ahead and do start replaying. You can see there it is. I even spawned in, and I even do have my name, my player model. It's going to mimic all my actions. Oh my god. It actually did spawn everything in, but unfortunately, it spawned, well, an extra one, which makes sense because I spawned it the first time, and then I ended up spawning it again, and then you can see here I am fiddling with the settings, probably talking a lot. And there it is. A super, super cool add-on. This honestly kind of blew me away when I saw it. I know we did take a look at some other, like, player recreating add-ons, like there's that one entity that does everything that you do and then it kills you, and then there was another one that kind of does something similar. Oddly enough, this is the third type of add-on like this that we've done, which I didn't think there were that many add-ons like this out there, but this one is definitely a lot more handy, I guess. Like, it's more of a utility, and it's a lot more customizable and more advanced. So I like this the most out of all 3 of those add-ons, and I think it's pretty rad. You could choose to stop replaying, and then you could choose to replay it again if you want. So if you want to see that awesome stuff again. Now, the cool thing about this is not a separate entity. If you get in the way of your fire, you can kill yourself or hurt yourself by simply just being in the wrong place at a different time. And another thing that is also interesting is that you can even kill your past self. I just killed myself, which means I shouldn't be alive right now. Now, I do think it is really clever how this add-on does work. I assume it just spawns in a bot, and then they just mimic everything you did, you know, spawning stuff in and all that, and then the bot leaves. So obviously it's not really you, but it's meant to try to convey you as much as humanly possible. And I think that it does an amazing job of that. Now, whenever you want to get rid of that replay, you could just go ahead and type delete save replay, type the name, and then it is gone. Now we can go ahead and do it all over again. This time, I'm going to be a lot more in-depth because I heard that you can actually get inside of vehicles. So I'm going to go ahead and spawn a boat. We know that it obviously does spawn items because we saw that with the props. But what about an airboat? And we're going to go ahead and ride around this thing, see if it's going to mimic all of these actions. Alright, now we're going to get out. I'm going to go ahead and spawn an NPC now. Let's go ahead and do, you know what, our good old pal Odessa. How you doing, man? Oh, I forgot. He visited London recently. Let's go ahead and take him out. Guns beat knives pretty much every time, unless you're, well, way too close. Alright, this is a lot of stuff we're recording, and I honestly don't even know the limit of how far you could take it or how long they could be. We're gonna go ahead and spawn some balls. It's been a long time since we've done that. There we go. Gobble these up, and the moment that we're done, now we're going to stop recording it, and we're gonna save it, and we're gonna, I guess, call this test 2. Should have called the first one test 1, but whatever. Alright, here we go. Now, we can replay. And let's see everything that has unfolded and see if it's accurate. So far, pretty good. Yep, spawned in the airboat. I get inside of it. This is so eerie, like watching my past self just get into an airboat. And I love that they do interact with the props of even the present time. Now, sometimes things can get in the way, and then, like, yeah, like right there, this airboat was not there when I was obviously recording this, but he kind of finds a way through. Interesting. Whoa, this is weird. Hold on. We've broke the space-time continuum, because as you could see, I'm shooting in Odessa. That's not even there, because, well, the citizens are trying to kill me, not my recorded version of me. And that's kind of making this very strange. Now, okay, now they're attacking it. But, see, normally I would kill them, but I might end up dying. Oh my god. I think my bot ended up pressing E to try to eat the balls, but there was an airboat in the way, so it kept spamming the airboat startup sound. Okay, that was pretty odd, and I think we did stress test it pretty good there. However, there is a few more things I did want to try out. Let's go ahead and get rid of test 2 here. There we go. Alright, I did want to test out one thing, because apparently you can use the act mod with this. So we're going to go ahead, start recording, and the act mod, by the way, is a really cool add-on that I do want to do an entire video on very soon, so stay tuned for that. But we're going to go ahead and hold H, and we could choose a bunch of dances. Now, obviously I can't play the music, but we're gonna see what we could do with this. Alright, here's a slow clap. And apparently this add-on does have official support for the act mod. So this should, in theory, work out just fine. Okay. I'm gonna have to spam the mute button. Yep, there is music, okay. I'm spamming the mute button, but we can see the dances. Oh yeah, man. Y'all know I got the moves. I might have my skin crispy, but these legs are liquid. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay, let's go ahead and see what this looks like. Let's call it dance. Yeah, screw it. Alright. Here's the replay. There it is. You can see there I am with my camera out. Again, it will mimic pretty much all of your actions, the weapons you have out, the player model, everything you do pretty much is going to be down to a T the same, although it will not copy your health, because of course I have 232, only 100 for this guy. Now I did sit here for a minute so you guys could kind of see between, oh, there it is, look at that, look at that, we have official support for the act mod. Let's go ahead and see if we got the music, which I'll probably have to mute again. Yep, I do. Okay, so it does not save the muting, but I didn't expect it to. And now we get to see my glorious dance moves yet again. Now there is a few awesome options here. For one, you could choose to loop replays, which I think is pretty cool. You could replay while recording, which is awesome. So you kind of create like these strange, like, multiple recordings, I assume. You also have options for no collision on the bots, which is great because as we saw, they were kind of walking into things, but they do a good job at kind of relocating when they do get stuck. So here we can see a really good example of what it looks like when you do loop the replays. You can see I just decided to start shooting, and again, if you get in the crossfire, you can take damage, which I think is still pretty funny. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff you could do with this add-on. I've only really scratched the surface, but I don't want the video to be too long. But guys, let me know what you think down below. Do you think this add-on's really cool, and what would you use with this add-on? And I'd like to know what things you'd record. As always, links will be in the description. Use code NecrosVideos94 if you do want to save 20% off on G Fuel. I think that code still works. Anyway, leave a like, subscribe if you want, and until next time, my friends, thanks for watching, and farewell.